Whoa, camera's a little shaky there. Alright, so one thing I almost forgot to include, so this may just be thrown into the video wherever I can find a spot for it, but lubing the platter spindle, the shaft. So this comes off, remove this little clip here. I lost the end of this. I was using this as a kind of a pry bar for something, and the end just went flying somewhere. So use your tools only for their intended purpose, because otherwise you break them. Remove these 3 little screws here on this cover. I hate, oh my God. You know, the metal is so soft on these screws. Got to be really careful not to strip them. Because that's a bad day if you do that, especially on cassette decks. Ooh, down to my last shop towel. Man, I go through these like you would not believe. Alright, so this pops up out of here. Right. So clean this off. Clean the oil off there. And then cotton swab, a little bit of rubbing alcohol. Right, clean out the inside of the shaft here. Man, I've seen much worse. That's not too bad at all. I've seen where these are just black on the inside, just nasty, gunky. That one's not too bad. Maybe 2 or 3 drops of, I use real butter. Let's see. 3 drops of real butter, a little bit on the shaft itself here. Being very careful not to get oil all over everything. Pop it back down into position, and then it's slowly going to drop down. And then give it some spins. Put the case back on, or this cap back on. And screw everything back down. So pretty straightforward on the 530. This is a similar process that you would use on a Marantz 6300. Oops. So this is at least something that's easy when you're working on one of these. So anyway, what I'm going to do is put this back together, and I may have to make sure the alignment for this is alright. I think this moved out of position. Yeah. Because you want to make sure all this stuff is aligned correctly. So anyway, I'm going to put this back together. There we go. Because that should be, yep, perfect. Put this C-clip back on that just fell on my bench. And then screw this back down, and then function check after that. Make sure everything's working. All right. Okay, so platter spindle has been lubed. All right, everything's working as it should be on the PL530. Oh, I was going to polish this dust cover. Forgot about that. Let me, so here's the before. It's, I'm going to be real careful. I don't know exactly, it's got a big chunk missing right there. I'm just going to be real careful. Just maybe one or two quick passes and just kind of clean it up a little bit, but I'm not going to go crazy on it. So, yeah. So I'll come back after I polish this and then we'll wrap this video up. All right, the Pioneer's done. This dust cover is super sketchy though. So, but yeah, it is what it is. And I did talk to the owner about replacing the dust cover with an aftermarket. He wasn't interested in doing that at this time, but maybe in the future. So anyway, Pioneer PL530 is done. If you like what you see, hit like, hit subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.